Hello, my dear children. How are you all? I hope you all are safe. I am Mrs. Mona Pereira, teacher from St. Paul's School. I welcome you all for our Standard 5th History class. Today, we are going to study a new topic in history, which is the third topic in our history textbook, Life on Earth. There are some questions we all wonder about. For example, how did the earth on which we live come to be? When did this happen? Was it always the way we see it today? Or has it undergone changes? If it has changed, what exactly are those changes? I will explain you about the formation of the earth. An enormous or huge cloud of dust and gas over 4.5 billion years ago. The tiny pieces started sticking together. The small particles joined to make bigger pieces. This did not stop until they created a sphere. Its surface temperature was higher than the glowing wet hot iron. It was entirely liquid. Many meteoroids fall off from space, heating the young planet and making it boil. But soon the earth started changing. Light and heavy matter separated inside it, just like oil floating on water. The different layers of the earth started forming. The surface cooled down and the liquid became the solid crust. It was thin and had many cracks. Liquid red-hot magma and huge amount of steam forced their way to the surface. The steam formed thick clouds. It rained for years until the oceans began to form. And oceans with the water reached the earth from deep space. The volcanoes on the ocean bed spilled magma. The fiery rock cooled, forming volcanic islands. They joined together to make continents and finally formed a supercontinent. But the crust was still restless. The supercontinent broke apart and its pieces floated on the top of the Earth's matter. Slowly, they turned into the continents we live on now. In this way, our Earth was formed. Now, let us see if the Earth was always the way we see it today, or has it undergone changes? If it has changed, what exactly are those changes? Children, you too have changed since your birth till now. You can see the difference by looking at your childhood photos. The same is in the case with the earth. The changes that take place in man are mental and physical. However, the changes occurring in the earth are due to geographical and biological processes. The division of the huge cloud of gases and dust created the sun and the planets, which revolve around the sun. The planets are Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. Let us know how life developed on the Earth. Children, we just now studied about the planets. Among the planets, the Earth is the only planet where life is known to exist. After the formation of Earth, its surface cooled down after 80 crore years. Water bodies were formed on the surface of the Earth and various kinds of unicellular organisms started forming. Unicellular means having only one cell. Among them, first was protozoa, which appeared in the water. This protozoa was so tiny that it was not able to be seen with our eyes. We needed to see it through the microscope. Slowly, the multicellular living things developed from the unicellular ones. Now, let us study the last point in the lesson, the animal world on the earth. The living world on the earth consists of plants and animals. Here, we shall take into account the animal world. There are different characteristics of animals. Some animals can crawl, some can walk, some animals can live in woods, while some can live underground. So every animal has their own characteristics. So let us study three important characteristics here. The first characteristic is animals breathe. Through the different body organs, animals can breathe. For example, the aquatic animal like fish can breathe through the gills. Spider can breathe through its book lung. Caterpillar can breathe with the help of spiracles. We human beings breathe with the help of lungs and the respiratory organs through our nose. The second characteristic is animals move in order to get food or for other purposes. For example, the wild animals, they hunt the other animals for their food. Some of them move in order for grazing or in search of food in the fields. And the third characteristic is animals of some species lay eggs and their young ones are born out of it. Animals of some other species give birth to their young ones. Now children, when the animals lay eggs, they have to hatch them in order for their young ones to come out of the eggshell. And some animals also give direct birth to their young ones without laying eggs. They are called mammals. For example, elephants, lioness, sheep, goat, etc. So in this way, life existed on earth when the earth cooled after 80 crore years. Children, I hope you have understood the topic very well. For homework, you have to read the lesson from your EVS 2 textbook and be ready to answer the questions in our next class. So see you soon. Bye-bye.